Hey guys, it's Tracy. I want to share with you some upcycled dollar store cards that I made. Also, I made some gift card holders and some tags. And the tags are not finished yet, but I want to show them to you anyway because I'm not sure when I'll be back on posting again. So the dollar store cards that I found is 20 in a pack. And let me turn it over. I think you can see. Those are the cards that are in there. The only one that I did not make a card, the upcycled, was this one here. I didn't even do anything with that one yet. So let me show you what I did. And I made shaker cards. And these cards will no longer fit in the envelopes that came with it. So I'll have to make new envelopes. So here's one. And on some of these spots here, just a few of them, I glued the sequence in place. And then I just cut a base. And what I used Nurse Terror 04's video where she took the card sleeves. And what you do is cut your card. I had to cut this card down a little to fit in here because this, let me show you. I think I put them up. But the card sleeves measure 4 by 6. And the cards were slightly wider than that. So I just cut it down to 3 7/8. And then added my shaker elements or sequence in it and sealed it. And then I made a base, which I believe is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Or 6, I think it is. Let me grab mine. And the cards are actually different size. So yeah, this one I'm showing you now is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So the base is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then what I did, the inside, I still used the inside of that card and I matted it. So that's the back. So that's that one. So then this one here is one of the other cards. So what I did with this one, I glued down some of the snowflake sequence in the white, silver, and red. And then here, like the circles on the trees, or which is supposed to be the bulbs, I used some clear stickles. And I also put stickles here on the star and the stickles on the puff, little pom-pom on Santa's hat. And I just filled it with the red sequence. And again, I just made a card base for it. And I think, let me see, this card base measures 4 1/4 by 6. So this one is the same size. And then I used double-sided paper and I just trimmed this down some and put the inside of the card, the original card, trimmed it down some and put the inside the card base. And then here's another one. So again, I just took the original card, cut it in half, and then trimmed the front down to 3 7/8, and they're 6 inches wide. And then I made my card base. And then in here, I didn't mat this one, but I just trimmed the inside of that card down to fit inside the card base. Then the last one, which was the first one I did. So I just glued some sequence in place and put one here. And just put red sequence in here. And here's the inside. And when I did this one, for some reason, I made it harder than what it needed to be. What I did was glue the front piece onto a single piece of paper. And then I made a hinge, and I don't know, made the back piece and then a 1/2 inch hinge, and I didn't need to do all that. I realized after I did this one that I could just use a card base and just glue it to a card base. But again, like I said, I made that one too complicated. And then the back of that paper is only single-sided, so I had the white on the outside because I wanted to use the pattern paper in the inside. And then again, I just used the card itself and just added that to the inside. So those are my cards. And then last night I made some gift card holders using this die, Christmas Basics, and it's Rudolph. I use this pom-pom which has glitter. And I use these bags that Michaels had, and they feel like cardstock. Little bags. Then I used one of these embellishment stickers. And then I used a sticker from here. So let me show you those gift card holders. So here's one right here. So I just matted that sticker onto some green paper. And then here's that sticker piece. And I added a piece of paper back here. It was like non-stick paper or something. It came off, actually, you can see, I cut it off of here. And I added that to the back of that because there's a sticker on this, a pop dot. And because I don't want to seal it yet, I put that on the back of it. And you don't have to do that. You could just, when you're ready to seal it, you could just put a glue dot or something. But there's the, let me see, do I have it in there? I don't have it in there. I have it in this other one. I just have a little card that I use, a fake card that I use. So you put your gift card in there. It fits in there fine. And you have plenty of room. So that's, and then I did put paper on the back of this one. So that's my little gift card. And then I have another one that I use that Rudolph die. And now I wish I had matted this with some red paper, but wasn't thinking at the time. There's no paper on the back. And this I haven't folded down yet. You could punch a hole in this and like put it on a tree if you wanted to. And put your gift card in there. So then what I did here, I have some paper that has texture to it. This paper pad right here, I had it for a while. It has like almost like a suede texture to it. So that's what I use to cut the reindeer out of. And then I cut it out again with the darker paper and then just cut the antlers off and glued that on the top. And then I took some black stickles. So what it does, it leaves an opening behind the eye. So I just took a scrap piece of paper and glued that to the back, and then I put some black stickles. No, it's not black stickles. What is this? I use this for his eyes. This enamel. And then the pom-pom for his nose. So that's that. So, and then my tags. I use this die right here to make the tags. And they're not finished, but I wanted to show you anyway. So I did use some ink. I inked around the edges. So I cut the stocking out twice. So I cut it out of this green paper and then the pattern paper. And you can see how I interchanged them. Then I want to embellish them some more. I want to put some jingle bells on them, which I just got the other day at the store. So maybe I'll come back, guys, and show you what they look like once they're done. Then I need to stamp on the back, like to and from. So that's the start of those. And I did them several weeks ago. And then I have these candy canes here. And again, it's the reverse. And I use some glossy accents in that. And it's that crushed glass. I can't think of what it's called right now. And I have to put to and from on the back of this as well. So that's the start of those. And this is an old Sizzix die. And what's her name? Gosh, she makes tags all the time. Green girl, Jill. What is she called here on YouTube? I can't think of her channel right now, but Jill makes all, she does the curating for Christmas, and she does all those beautiful tags. Well, she has she sells a Sizzix die, and you can't find that die anymore. So what I did, I found an image online, and I don't know if this is the exact size, but I found an image online that I was able to bring into my Silhouette Cameo and trace, so I was able to make them. And if I had to die, I wouldn't have done that. I would have purchased it, but you just can't find the die. And I just love this candy cane. So guys, those are the projects that I have been working on. I want to make some other tags too, but a lot of my stuff is up, so I'm trying to pull out stuff that I can easily get access to is what I'm using. So, 'cause I don't want to unpack everything, because that would be a mess. Alright guys, so if you have any questions, leave me a comment. Otherwise, thanks a lot for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.